So good morning, everyone. Welcome. Happy 4th of July. I hope you're safe and warm wherever you are. So this is a 30-minute chair yoga express. Welcome. All you need for the class is your body and a chair. Definitely no wheels on the chair, please, and preferably no arms, preferably. Should you happen to have yoga props such as blocks, great. If you don't worry. If you happen to have a yoga strap, if you don't worry. You can substitute the strap with a scarf, a belt, a dog leash, a bathrobe tie. The blocks you could substitute with 2 canned goods of equal size and weight. And then if you should happen to have hand weights, this is a set of 1-pounders. I'd say nothing heavier than 2 pounds for this class. And again, all of that is optional. We won't be going onto the floor, so no worries, okay? If you have anxiety about that, we're not going to go on to the mat. Should you happen to have a mat, that's great, but just make sure that this chair that you're going to use is stable when you start pushing weight on it. You could also use the chair to help you with balance, maybe a wall, maybe a piece of furniture that's not going to move. You can choose. So let's just go ahead and take the legs fairly wide. We'll just start warming the body gently by swinging the arms like empty coat sleeves or wet spaghetti noodles. You can choose. And then as you start twisting and shifting the weight, maybe you want to lift the opposite heel as you look in the opposite direction for a little bit more of a balance challenge, or not, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep twisting and turning. Now you're going to take a soft fist or the heel of the hand. You'll tap directly underneath the collarbone, the clavicle. That's the front point of the lung point in reflexology. You're still twisting. You're still looking over the shoulder for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Now you're going to tap yourself on the back, on the shoulder here, as though you're congratulating yourself, and you are. And that's the back point of the lung point. So we'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And now slowly, let's just slowly unwind. Don't abruptly just stop. Very nice. And then coming back to neutral. Let's roll the shoulders, work our way up the body here. So think about opening the chest, sliding the shoulder blades down the back body as you draw these invisible circles in the air. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll go in the other direction, noticing if it feels the same, or maybe it doesn't. You're just observing. There's no self-judgment here, no competition. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then shake out the arms and the shoulders. Here, we're going to take the feet under the hips, and then we're just going to shrug the shoulders and drop. Shrug and drop. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Shake everything out. Very nice. Maybe the legs want to go slightly wider. Let's take a big breath in. Inhale up, stretch fingers to sky. Exhale, press the arms down by the side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Always remember you can modify as you need, or you could do another posture, or you could skip it altogether. So bear that in mind. Let's do 2 more of these big breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's re-elevate the arms. Keep the chest square to the front of your screen or your space. And you're going to climb that invisible rope, that imaginary ladder, or picking invisible fruit off a fruit tree, maybe, for a snack later. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, very nice. And then slowly taking the arms away down by the side of the body. The feet can stay maybe shoulder width apart, maybe hip distance, probably shoulder distance is slightly better. The toes will point forward. We're going to keep the feet flat as you bend the knees. So it's not going to be a big bend. And the feet stay flat as you stretch out the Achilles tendon, the heel, and the feet. Straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pumps here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-straighten. Now take the feet a little bit wider. Maybe they can point out just slightly, maybe 5 degrees. You're going to inhale, bend, and then lift right heel, place it down. Left heel, place it down. You're shifting the weight again, side to side, working on balance, working on flexibility of the feet, pumping fresh blood, life force into the feet. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's stay down here. Maybe you want to widen a little bit more with the legs. You can decide what feels stable. Knees track over toes. Inhale, bend, big squat, but the torso stays upright. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Let's do 8, 7, or as many as you can manage. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's stay down on 1. Little pumps with the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's take the right forearm to the right thigh. If you have a block, you might want to use a block or switch your chair around. You can put your hand on the chair seat if that works. Or maybe the hand can go to the mat. You can choose. So here we're pumping into the right hip, your right hip, and the left leg is straight. The left heel digs into the mat, the toes point to the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm sliding over to the left. Left forearm comes onto left thigh. Right hand could rest on block, on the mat, or on a chair seat. And you're pumping into that left hip. The right leg is straight now. Big stretch for that right adductor muscle. Right heel digs into the mat. The toes point to the sky. And you're pumping into the left hip for 8, 7. Don't let the head dangle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. I'm using the block to bring the floor a little closer to me. You can decide what will work for you. So if we're going to do some more of these big, deep squats, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten the legs as you bow to your block or your mat or your chair seat. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Let's do 4 of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs straight. I'm taking my block to the low setting. Maybe the right hand can go on the mat or the block. And you're going to twist and lift the left arm straight up to the sky. Big full breaths here, opening the rib cage for 4, 3, 2, 1. Top circles with that straight left arm. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Top arm floats down slowly. Left hand comes to mat. block or chair seat. Right arm floats straight up to sky. Big full breaths. If that top right arm is too much, rest the hand on the sacrum. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight arm circles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Hand comes down very slowly. Here you can heel toe the feet together or step the feet together. And now from here, the hands will rest at the ankles. You're going to drag the palms up the shins, a series of flat back lifts. Inhale, flat back lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And now the hands flow up to the thighs. Maybe you want to take the feet a little bit wider here. Let's do some standing cat-cow. Hands placed on thighs. It's not a death press there. It's just a placement. And you're going to drop the belly, spread the sits bones wide. Exhale, arch and squeeze, rounding the back, navel to spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch and squeeze. Focusing your attention on the spine, all the vertebra of the spine, all those spongy discs between the vertebra, directing the breath to the spine, fresh blood, life force, chi, moving through the system. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Roll it up slowly. Roll the shoulders open. Very nice. Let's try this one. This is a little bit new one. I'll turn my back. So you're going to take your right arm behind your back, and then the left arm is going to push to the right as far as you're willing to go without hurting yourself, obviously. And then you're going to come back to center, and you're going to turn to the opposite side, side to side. So you're actually twisting and opening up the rib cage, which is very beneficial. So inhale, twisting to the left, coming back slowly, coming back to neutral, twisting to the right, pushing away all the things you're finished with, coming back to center. We'll do a few on each side, just like this, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Coming back down to neutral, shaking out the arms, little wiggles, whatever feels good. Opposite arm goes behind. Now the right arm is forward. Inhale, twisting to the right, coming back to center, twisting to the left. Modifying as you need, nice and easy. Noticing if this side feels as open as the other side, maybe, maybe not. And have you ever noticed recently the movements that might make you feel better, that you enjoy more than, say, the other movements? Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then floating the arms down, shaking out both sides. Very nice. Very nice. Let's take the feet wide and just start circling some hips. Moving our way down the body. Big full breaths. Inhaling forward, exhaling, squeezing in the back as you round in the back. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to center. Circling in the opposite direction, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Keeping that crown of head lined up with tailbone regardless. Here we go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to center. I'm going to move this prop off to the side. I'm going to use the chair. We'll still use the chair in a standing way. So I'm facing the back of the chair seat. And let's take the feet in parallel, toes point forward. I won't mirror you for this. Right foot stays forward, left foot comes back. See if you can keep the torso upright. There's no lurching forward, all right? Back left heel lifts. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. We lift the back left heel. Both legs bend and straighten. Torso stays upright. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. For 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We straighten. Left foot meets the right. Shake out the feet and the legs, both sides. And now the left foot stays forward. The right foot goes back. Make sure the legs feel wide enough so you feel stable. So it's each foot on a railroad track. It's not on a tightrope. All right. So lifting the back right heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. We lift the back right heel. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. We'll do 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We straighten. Right foot meets the left. Liberate and shake out both feet and legs. Now the heels come in first position. The heels together, toes pointing out 30 to 45 degrees. You're still facing the back of your chair. We're going to lift up on the tippy toes, lifting up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted on 1. Now the knees are going to track over toes. We're going to do a little plie off to the side. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. We'll do 8, 7, or as many as you can manage. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted on 1. Heels stay up. Right in front of you, pick a spot that doesn't move. It could be on the floor. It could be on the wall. It'll help with balance. Maybe one arm wants to stay lifted up. The heels are still lifted. Maybe the second arm wants to come up. Focusing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One arm comes down, second arm floats down. Now we can float the heels down. Big sigh of relief. Woo! Shake out the feet and the legs. Very nice. And if you want to use the strap for this, you could use a strap or not. We're going to just start swinging our legs. So I'm taking one hand on the back of the chair seat. Let's say this is the left leg is the closest one to your chair. The right foot is flexed. The right leg is straight. We're just going to start swinging the leg as best you can. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Slowly de-escalating. Don't just rush to get out of there. Nice. Now, let's go to the other side. If you want to use the strap, obviously, if you have one, you can loop it around the ball of the foot. And then you can swing the leg forward and back. So let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then slowly de-escalate. Don't abruptly stop. You can use the strap if you were using the strap. And let's do this while we're still standing. Weight in the right leg. Lift the left knee. Exhaling and inhaling, and then putting the leg down. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then we'll do the other side. Shifting over as you need. Weight in left leg, float right knee up. Exhaling, inhaling. You've got the movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then the leg comes down. Shake out the legs and the feet. Now we're going to approach our chair mindfully to actually sit in the chair. And so you're going to place the bum closer to the front of the chair seat than the back of the chair seat, all right? So the legs and feet are in parallel. They're slightly wider than hip distance. You're going to keep the heels on the earth. Exhale, take the feet external, back to neutral. Internally rotate, back to neutral. External rotation, neutral. Internal rotation, neutral. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Back to center. Let's bounce the legs. I'm going to count. We'll do it like for 30 seconds. How about that? Bouncing those legs. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly come to stillness, not too abruptly. Very nice. Let's take fists, soft fists with the hands, place them on the soft parts of the thighs, the inner thighs here. This is an isometric press, so you're going to push the thighs away with your fists. The thighs are going to resist by pushing in towards the hands. Now I'm gluing my upper arms to these side ribs. That helps with leverage. So we'll do it for a count of 8, and you're going to do your isometric press while you breathe and pump your belly. Several things to keep in mind here. So big full breath, inhale, and start pressing and pushing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Nice. Shake out hands and legs. We'll do the opposite now. The palms can press on the outside part of the thighs. You're pushing the thighs in. The thighs are going to resist by pushing the hands away. So we do another count of 8. Big full breaths. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Shake everything out. Very nice. And then with the thighs, the feet, the legs in parallel, arms come into goddess arms. We're going to take 3 sips of breath. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, blow it away. Hoping your chair accommodates this. All right. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, blow it away. All that frustration of the week. All right. Last one. Very nice. Shake everything out. Nice and easy. That's just very mindfully cross right ankle over top of left thigh. That top right foot is flexed. We're going to either float the arms up, inhale up like this, and then exhale over. Maybe the fingertips reach the earth. Mine certainly don't. Maybe they could rest on a block. Maybe you could grab opposite elbows. Now you've got that top foot flexed. Now externally rotate that top right foot. You should feel it in your outer right hip. I'm doing little micro movements. Maybe it's a static press for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Back to neutral, floating the torso upright, unwinding it, right hand and right knee. Let's just circle that whole femur in the pelvic girdle here. And then we're going to circle the other way. Nice. And then foot comes down, left ankle crosses over top of right thigh. Top left foot stays flexed. Top left foot externally rotates. You should feel it in your outer left hip. Arms float up, inhale up. Exhale over. This side might feel different. It might feel the same. I still can't reach the floor. I don't have a block in front of me, so I'm grabbing opposite elbows. Maybe it's a static press here. Maybe it's little micro movements for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Back to neutral. Float the torso up, left hand on left knee. You're going to start circling this femur bone into the pelvic girdle, getting out any air bubbles, any other stuff that might have slipped in there, breathing it away. Very nice. And then coming back down, let's take the legs just slightly wider. We're going to just end by sweeping the torso to one side and then sweeping it to the other side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze the abs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back, legs in neutral. You can sit all the way in the back of your chair seat now. Inhale up. Exhale, press it away. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, press it away. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale, press. So sitting all the way in the back of your chair seat, crown of head lining up with the tailbone. Hands can rest on thighs, either palms down for grounding and stability, or the palms could face upward for receiving. So you can decide. Once you've organized your arms and your legs, just thinking about scanning the body, breathing into any residual tension that might remain, and then allowing the eyes to drop closed very gently. And then as you've reached your best version of Shavasana in the chair, you're going to think about placing your feet in that imaginary hot tub, that relaxation in your hot tub. So it envelops the feet, it envelops the ankles, the low legs, the knees, and the shins. Moves into thighs, pelvis, buttocks, low back. It envelops the vital organs, moves into the chest and shoulders, rolls down both arms. It moves into throat and neck, and then it envelops the head all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck is released, the face and the jaw let go. And while we rest here in Shavasana, here is a poem from Wendell Berry entitled The Peace of Wild Things. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water, and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. And for a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free. If you'd like to remain here in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to stay right there. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. Then as you are ready, floating the arms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart. Samastiti, this beating heart. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you stand in the light of your own true self. Salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.